Now, if you go to the interfaces, this is a material for that. Now, first of all, what do you mean by the interface and conversion? What are the differences, main differences for the interface and conversions? Okay. Now, if you see the starting demo itself, I told multiple times interface and conversions, so both are changes. The differences I told at the time, but now again we will going to see few of the changes now. Okay, right. Now, interface is a program which will be run daily or periodically. Okay, the interface program we are going to running on daily basis or periodically. Okay, coming to the conversion we ran only one time to get the data from the legacy system to Oracle system. That's enough. Once the data is loaded completely, then after that it is not required. Okay. And interfaces can be either outbound interface or inbound interface you can call. That means we are going to sending the data from that system to one system, source system to destination system, again destination back to the source. Okay. Conversion is like a one time run of the inbound interface, except that the amount of data is processed during the conversion may be hug since all the data from the legacy system to be the transferred into Oracle. That's enough. After that, no need. Hug means suppose 50 lakhs records are there. You can move the 50 lakhs records from the Oracle system to from legacy system to Oracle. At that time, it will going to taking some time. So you'll not going to process complete data at a time. Suppose uh, 2 crore records are there. Are you going to process complete data in the single time? No, you're going to process step by step. First level you can process 50 lakhs, second level 50 lakhs, like that you will going to process. So at that time 2 or 3 runs it will required. Okay. Now, hi Shavanana, good morning.
Hi sir, good morning.
Right, just now we started Shavanathan. It's the interface process. Okay, interface and conversions process.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now coming to inbound interface. Inbound interface means an inbound interface reads the data from the flat file and calls the Oracle APIs to upload the data into Oracle apps. See, always interface and conversions is don't think about more on conversions. Okay, conversions is we are going to using only implementation projects level. Suppose client is want to implement any Oracle apps in first time, at that time you're going to use the conversion. Okay, conversion process is simply you will going to do all the validation and then simply will move the data. That's enough. But interface is not like that. Interface is daily running program. Daily running program means the starting itself. I told you small business. I'm going to explain you people. Okay. See now, suppose I have a e-commerce website. Understood. I have a e-commerce website. In that website, what I'm doing, I'm going to selling the products. Yes or no? I have a e-commerce website. I'm selling the products to the customers. Now customers are coming and they are going to placing the orders. But website is mine. What is the products are there? Those products are not mine. All are in suppliers' products. So suppliers are going to enroll their products into my website. Okay. Now suppose customer is coming and placing the order in my site. Immediately what I need to do? I want to send that information to that specific product supplier. How I will send? Can I send someone will going to sitting and they will going to send? Tell me, Sachin, how much time it will take manually? Someone will sitting and they are sending the data to them. Okay, he will send one person data. Okay, like that, the whole day throughout the world, suppose how many orders it will come? Lakhs of orders it will come. Okay, sometimes the critical days, if they are giving big bonus, something discount and all, at the time per day, more than 10 lakh orders also will come. Understood? So this 10 lakh orders data, how do you send manually to the specific suppliers? You can't. Understood? Supplier also having their own application, right? So at that time, we are going to integrating with our application to their application. Immediately we got the order here. It is going to the live data we will going to interface process we will going to enable, or else live data also we will going to enable. Live data if you are enable, everything they will going to see in their end also. Otherwise, we will going to send it within fraction of every 5 minutes. My program will going to running. So every 5 minutes, what are the orders are there? It will going to picking all the orders from in e-commerce gateway, and it is moving into suppliers database. Understood now? This business scenario is understood. Hello. I, I want
Yeah,
to know
Gopi.
if people are going to following or not. Okay, if you're not following, no use.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. See now, outbound interface is reads the data from Oracle apps tables to usually and creates the output file and third-party tools to specified format. I told already. You can going to do it both the things. What is the data? It is available in third-party tool. We are moving into Oracle apps. What is the data is there in Oracle level? We will going to give it back to the third party tool. So whenever it is coming into ERP, it is called as inbound. Whenever it is going to third party, it is called as the outbound. Okay, right. So how many ways you can able to do the interface? So do you know how many ways you can enter the data into Oracle applications? Yes. You can enter the data manually. Right. Data can be entered using the application screens. In the see suppose the purchasing level, what we can do manually, you can enter it. That also you can do. The data can be entered using the Oracle Open System Interface. Open System Interface means using interface tables. Okay, and then the data can be stored in the database table directly. Yes, even if you're going to enter the data, insert the data into the direct base table itself also. Okay. But those who works some complex business environment may figure out some more like we have to use these are the tools. Third party softwares we can use. SQL star loader process. Okay, we can see some softwares. But we people are going to using SQL star loader process. Okay. Now, why it is interfaces or conversions are required? You can see this common situations. Why it is required? Customer is running. There is some business. Okay. Now they want to implement the IT applications. Then it's going to this interface process will come. Just read this theoretical knowledge, but practically I'm going to explain more. Okay. Now, what do you mean by the difference between the conversion and migration? Is more important in ERP? Yes. And how we define the data conversion? So, process where the existing data for this client old system is extracted or cleaned and then formatted and installed into the new system. Okay, this is manual or automated. We can do it. The big difference of the Oracle, this one-time only process requires the extensive testing and preparation. Even if it is, see, you can people going to think about now you need to move 2 crore records from that third party system to this system, and is it a simple task? See, that is even if it is a one time process, but is it a simple task? No. You need to do so many setups, so many preparations, so much testing is required for this. Okay. They may be executed and performed before the system goes into the production. Yes. You need to do the hundreds of multiple testing, hundreds of rounded testing you can do in the development instance before going to the production. Okay. Right. Now you can see what is an interface then. These are the programs of the connection between the two systems, old system and synchronize that data, both the things. They can be manual or batch or real time. I told right, you can process the data manually, you can enter it, or batch wise you can process it, or real time also you can put. Real time means both the applications it is going to synchronizing at the same time, and then used repeatedly and should therefore be designed and constructed in the most effective manner possible. This everything will come. The what is the plan we are going to doing? The plan we need to take care about. Okay. So here we can see some other things. But let me start the process. Okay, we people going to understand this theoretical thing. Okay, we can read it in Google also. But let me start the steps. Okay, right. Now I want to start the process. Okay, first what we will going to do. One second. I want to show you. Mm, Give me a second. Oh, some PO data is there. Okay, right. So we have a PO data here. Now we people see my target is this is purchase order data. Okay. Now I want to move this purchase order data into the Oracle system. Okay. You can see my operating unit, legacy PO number, supplier, supplier, ship to location, bill to location, buyer, remarks, line type. Now this is up to header information, PO header information. Okay. Next, then line type, lines. We are going to give line type, item, item description, item category, item unit, and currency, exchange currency, and unit price, quantity, PO line, line amount. Okay. And then go to inventory organization, matching level, invoice matching option, sub inventory, and then PO charge account. Now distribution information. Up to this PO line amount is there, right? Up to this line information, PO line information, inventory arc from matching level, invoice type, sub inventory. Up to this is again shipment information. Okay. Now charge account, taxes. These all are the taxes, and then line number, shipment number, interface. Now department. These all again going to. It's a combination of all. See this career, freight, payment, process. Okay, and who columns. These are the data. Now I want to move this data into Oracle base tables. I want to create a purchase order of this. One purchase order is there. That purchase order having 3 lines. Second purchase order is there. 3 lines is there. Understood? Now, how to move this data? Understood? What is the requirement now? This is the
Yes.
requirement.
You okay.
Any question?
No, no. Just looking at data now.
Yeah. Shavarnad and Padmini, is it clear? What is the requirement now? We need to move the data, this data into PO based tables. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, what is the process steps we need to follow now? Understood? That is the requirement. First, what we need to do. What we can call this data? We can call it as a plot file. Plot file. Data file, we can call it as a plot file. Now, go to interface. Now, interface level. First, what is the first step? We will going to receive the plot file from the client. We will receive the plot file from client. Okay. Okay. We will receive the plot file from the client. Is it they will give the full plot file in the starting itself? They will give plot dummy data. They will not give the real data whenever you are going to starting. Okay. And then once you are going to receive the plot file from the client, first read the data, how that columns are there. Okay. Columns and data types and size of the data. Size. Understood? Now, without understanding this, how you are going to see operating unit they are giving. But they will going to see if it is a good functional consultant, they will going to give the what is the data type of this field. Understood? If the person is good person, then 1 second. So what we will do, we'll going to give that now data type. Suppose var char2 size suppose 250 like this they will give. Okay. And legacy PO number var char2 of size 20 or 80 like this. Understood? Now if it is suppose 20 like this, see the who is going to providing the data, the functional consultant. If he is a person is good, then he will give these all the details. See, and one more, one more column also. Is it mandatory or optional? The data. 1 second. Now, if they are not giving, we need to do manually, mandatory or optional. Mandatory. Supplier also mandatory. Supplier site also mandatory. Ship to location also mandatory. Remarks optional. Oh, okay. So like this, they will going to give. If they are not giving, we people going to struggle it to find this all the information. Understood? While they are giving the data, sample data they will give, right? This is sample data. It's not the real data. Real data, you can't see this all the information. Simply they will going to same format data they will give. They will not going to mention data type. Is it the field is mandatory or optional? those things are they will not mention. Simply they will going to extract the whole system and then they will give. But coming to some dummy data for text data, they will give, right, starting creation. At the time, functional consultant will going to provide this sheet. Okay, with these all the details, columns, data type and sizes, and mandatory or not mandatory, they will going to mention. If they are not mentioning these two, technical people going to struggle. What is this data type and how much size we need to put? Those all you need to struggle. Understood?
But Koti, in this case, see, now since you are being a technical consultant, you will know which field is mapping to which field in base table.
Right.
Like if we are loading data into PO headers table, header salt table,
No, no, no.
then you know the segment
I
one
am,
is PO number and all.
no, no, no. I am coming to that part in next level. First level you understood, right? If the data is coming like
Yeah, yeah.
this, the data columns they will going to
No,
give.
I was about to say that your table definition, from your
No,
table definition, you can know the.
still I am not going to that part. It will come next level.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. All right.
Now,
Yeah.
what you understood, they are going to giving the data type and size, and they are giving that the field is mandatory or optional, right? So now next what we can do, read the data. Okay, read the data columns. Okay, read the data columns under data types and size, and understanding that is it optional or mandatory. Understanding understanding is the understanding the columns are optional or mandatory. Columns are mandatory or optional. Okay, this is done. Next, create the staging table based on the plot file structure. Create the staging table. Staging table based on plot file structure. Plot file structure. Understood? What is the plot file structure here? This is the plot file structure. Now copy this all the columns and you can create your staging table. Understood? Create the staging table based on the plot file structure. Clear? This is the thing you can do up to here. Copy these all the columns and then go to take this all the columns and then you can create now table. You can create it. Okay, now divide it. Split the all the columns like this way. Okay, now you can enter the data type and size and you can create your table. What is the table name? Staging table. You can create the staging table. Okay, first I will finish it the steps and then we will proceed the steps after that. Okay, so you people get some picture before going to starting itself. Now, once the staging table is done, next create the control file based on staging table structure. Staging table structure. Okay. Once your control file is ready, then so control file, before going to creating the control file, okay, understand the SQL star loader process. Understand the SQL star loader process. So if you know SQL star loader process, then only you can able to create the control file loader process. Okay, understood. Then move the control file. Control file means you can call it as a .ctl file, and data file into bin folder. Okay, done. These things are done. Next, go to application and log into the application. Log in the application and then create the executable. Create the executable. And the execution method is what? Method should be SQL star loader. SQL star loader. Execution file name. File name should be your control file name. Your control file .ctl file name. .ctl file name. Understood? This is the, you created a executable. Next, attach the executable to the concurrent program. Attach the executable to concurrent program, and then attach the concurrent program to request set. Attach the concurrent program to request set. So request group. We people know how to find the request group. First, find the request group here. We people know already how to find the request group. Once you attach the request group, then go to switch to that responsibility. Switch to responsibility, and then view submit request. View submit request. Single request. Then now you can submit the program. Submit the concurrent program. Submit the concurrent program. So now submit the program. Now you submitted, right? Once you submitted, what will happen now? Once you submitted, check that log, how many records are loaded. Check the log, how many records are loaded into where? Tell me, people. Loaded into where?
Staging table.
Yes, staging table. Understood? If it is fails due to data type mismatching, due to size, okay. If it is any problem, you need to come into remap it all the fields into the control file level, data file level. You will going to see the problems in two type of problems will come here. data file issues and control file issues. We need to check that those two things. This is done now. Next what we can do now? Now you can start on. Now create PLSQL package procedures. PLSQL package package procedures. Okay, you can take it to different type of packages. See, suppose my package is XX GLT PO data. Okay, conversion PO data. That's a PKG. This is suppose. Under this package, you can going to create it different procedures. Validate data procedure. Okay, load the data. Load underscore replica. Now moving the data into replica tables. Replica interface. Replica iFace tables. iFace. Okay, now load data into interface tables. Load data into interface. Okay, these three procedures are there now. One is validating procedure. One is loading the data from the staging table to interface replica tables. From replica tables to interface tables we are using. Sir, how did you call these three packages into single concurrent program? You can call it as a main procedure. Main also one of the procedure. Total 4 procedures will come. You need to do the coding in the procedures. Okay. Now package procedures coding is completely done. Then next what you can do? Now you will going to register concurrent program again. Register the concurrent program. Register the package procedure as a concurrent program. Okay. Now again you can go and create executable. Now what is the method? Any idea? PLSQL stored procedure. PLSQL stored procedure. File name, execution file.
The package name.
Package procedure name. Execution file should be package.procedure name. Understood? Package procedure.
No, execution file. File name is that .sql file, right?
There is no .sql here. What .sql you will get here?
XXGLT PO data pkg.sql.
No. The direct package name .procedure. You can't don't mention any time .sql, .ctl, .data. Don't mention any time. Okay. The package procedure package is stored in the database itself. You are not going to copy or you are not moving to anywhere. It should be in the database only.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now simply you need to mention the execution file name is package name .procedure name. What is the procedure you want to call? Okay.
So registration of procedure is different than other methods, right?
Nothing different. The method you are taking PLSQL stored procedures and execution file name is package name .procedure. That's enough. If it is a report, you are going to mentioning the report name. If it is a forms is a different. You are going to registering it to forms, not in concurrent programs.
Okay.
Okay. Now again you can go to do these all the things again. The similar way. Attach the executable to the concurrent program and find these all things you can do again. The similar way you can do this. Now what will happen? Now what will happen? Now if you are running this validate, it is going to validating all the data. Validating the all the data. This is going to what happen? Loading the data from tell me, loading the data from where to
Loading
where? Loading the
staging table
data from
to
replica IPS tables, from staging table to
yeah,
replica interface tables. I mean interface tables, duplicate tables. This is replica interface tables.
yes.
Okay. Now this procedure, what it is doing?
It will load the data from interface table to base tables.
No. It will load the data from
From
IPS tables to interface tables. Replica, load the data from replica interface
to
tables to
interface.
interface tables to interface tables. Understood?
Mm.
Where the data is now?
In the interface table.
This is while submitting the concurrent program. At that time you are calling this remaining these three procedures through the main procedure. Understood? You need to one procedure you need to call it. Got my point?
Standard interface program. Standard interface program.
Right. Now you are going to running the standard import program. Here it is. Run the standard import program. Okay. Run the standard. Okay. Import program. This is going to Oracle provided standard program. Now this program will going to, now the program is going to picking the data from import program is what it is doing. Import program is picking the data data from where? From
Interface table to
yes,
interface table to base table.
interface tables, multiple tables to base tables, tables to no, picking right, don't picking, it's moving. Okay, moving the data from interface tables to base tables. This is the process. I'm not discussing about any specific interface here. Okay, I'm discussing about the generic method here. Okay, so we people going to apply the same steps. We can follow any interface or any conversion. The difference is a little bit difference will come interface and conversions. Those things you can do it in the PLSQL coding level only. You can do the some small changes. Those things. Understood? Up to this process is clear or any questions?
No, it's clear.
What about Shabanathan?
No, sir.
So you are not understood. It will take some time. Okay. Today read it. I will share this document. I will share this Word document as well as the steps. First of all, understood. This is simply nothing, Shabanathan. This is my data. I want to move into purchasing form. Understood?
Yes.
Purchase order form, you know, right? You created a purchase orders, right?
Hmm.
How you move the data into purchasing form. Purchasing order form is there, right? See, simply nothing, Shavanathan. One thing you can keep in mind. PO headers all table. What is this table? What it is going to store? This is all the purchase orders are stored here. How did you move that Excel data into this table? That is called as a here complete process. We need to follow this much steps. Then only can able to move the data. Clear? Now you understood.
Yeah, sir, understood.
Not only this one. Suppose requisitions you want to move data. Suppose your client is giving the requisitions data in the Excel sheet. Okay, requisitions. You created a requisitions in the front end application, right? So the requisitions data you want to move into from this Excel sheet to PO requisition headers all tables. How you will move? You need to follow these complete steps. Here, these are all the steps you need to follow. Okay, clear? I hope Padmini you got it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sure, fine.
Basically, Koti, our aim is to load data to PO requisition import table, right?
Why you want to requisition table? This
No, no,
is
no.
one
In
second,
case,
one second. Give me a second. Here I am not going to discuss it about any specific interface. This is going to the complete generic process what you need to follow for any interface or any conversion process. Understood? That is first thing. Okay, keep on mind. The second thing is, if the client is provided the requisition data, you need to do the requisition interface. If client is provided the PO data, you need to do the PO interface, PO conversion. If his client is giving the supplier data, you need to move into the supplier tables. If your client is provided AP invoices data, sorry, AP invoices information, you need to the invoice conversion, AR invoice conversion or interface. Okay, or if it is pricing data they are giving, pricing interfaces you have to do. So many interfaces are there. Okay, so many conversions are there like this way. You will going to see in the same steps here. In the here it is few of the main conversions are we are mentioned here, and you will going to see here, let it be, it's not mentioned everything. We have so many conversions are there. Understood? Ask me question now, Sachin.
no, no. I was talking about the particular requirement you
Hmm.
told regarding PO requisition.
Right,
So my question was, we do not have to move the data to the base table. We have to move the data to interface table. That is PO requisition import table, right?
right, correct, correct.
And
After
after that,
that,
we will
you need
run
to
that
run the
import.
standard import program.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that is the process. So tomorrow we will going to see the again SQL star loader process. Without knowing star loader process, we people can't going to do these steps. Okay, 2 sessions it will take the SQL star loader process, and then next level we'll going to, once the star loader process is completed, then we will start it the these steps. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I will share this both the code. Yeah, please ask something or trying to ask, right? Sachin, you try to ask any question?
No, no, no.
Hmm.
No, no, no.
Okay, right. So try to follow these things. Okay, it's very interesting concepts, and definitely it will going to see in interviews also. If you are no need to explain all the interfaces and all, simply will going to explain one conversion, that is going to tell about yours, how you are strong in coding level. Okay,